So this is the copper brain coral that had grown up towards anodes like this, and I switched it over hoping these nodules or nodes would grow up to the anode basket also. It's starting. You could see this was a graphite cathode bar that I had used previously, and so we're going to put it into the cell and start the operation shortly. So I have a battery cell here we're going to use. Actually, it's a battery cell jar we're going to use to see that copper brain coral better in action, and just kind of upgrade it a little. All right, so next. So we have to work on these anode bars a little. They've dissolved down. Wasn't really having a little good contact in solution. That's why the conductivity went down and the amps were down. We're going to work on that. And I don't know if you can see this, but we're starting to get a little bit of growth along the edges there. And it's starting to build out a little bit more, but I'm going to switch the power supply out and we'll take a look at that in just a minute. So we've had a little upgrade here, but to tell you the truth, the parameters for the wattage, that's the volts times the amps, are pretty close to the same they were with the older power cell I'd been using. This one, it's just got a digital instead of an analog gauge, but I feel that they're operating the same. So, we'll run with it for a little bit, and if I need that power cell, I'll break out the old reliable. But I feel like we can look at the copper brain coral now. Now it kind of does look more coral-like in that battery jar. So we're going to continue with that, and I have another anode to put in there, but I want to see how that's going to work, and we will address this later. But that's the update for it, and the sulfuric acid stripping cell is coming up next. So welcome back to my channel. This is a little bit of the sludge from the anode basket from recovering the precious metal anodes that's in there, and I'll probably let that settle. I've got some in that also. Let it settle and put it like in a sludge jar for processing with the slimes at the same time. So it's coming along.